Nowadays, serial killers seem to exist only in movies or fiction. It's not because society has become more caring and does not produce them anymore. It is more that a series of murders are prevented from the beginning. A murderer would be caught before they killed again, said Kwanil Yong, the nation's first criminal profiler who recently retired. But South Korea has in the past had some notorious serial killers. Kwan explained that these monsters were born from suppressed anger. Everybody reacts differently in a situation. A monster is born when a person's genetic factors meet with a bad environment, Kwan said. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video we're going to talk about South Korea's most notorious serial killer. His name is Dae Doo. Dae Doo can be described as the nation's first known serial killer. For 55 days from August to October in 1975, Kim murdered 17 citizens including elders and an infant. He was Korea's most prolific serial killer until Yoo Young-chul broke the record in 2004. Kim was born on October 11, 1949, in rural Yeonggam County, the eldest of 3 sons and 4 daughters from a poor family. Despite his parents' high aspirations for Kim, wanting to send him to a top-class middle school in a big city and eventually study abroad, he flopped his exams and had no special skills that would allow him to get a high-paying job. As a result, he developed an inferiority complex and turned towards small crime, and was eventually imprisoned for assault and evidence tampering. As an ex-convict, Kim came out of jail and tried to get a job but was treated coldly. His hostility towards society reached its peak and he killed random citizens, regardless of their gender and age. Everyone, even my family, treated me coldly after I was released from jail. I wanted to earn money just like the others. He confessed. I killed adults because they would remember my face and a child because the crying sound was annoying. His first murder was on August the 13th of 1975. Kim broke into the home of an elderly couple living in Gwangju-hyeol trying to rob the place. In the process, he killed the man and seriously injured the woman before escaping into the night. While riding on a train towards Suncheon, Kim met a fellow ex-convict, 27-year-old Kim Ho-woon, whom agreed to help him in his next attack. 6 days later, the pair barged into a shop in Mongtan, Muin County, killing the elderly couple running it and their 7-year-old grandson. After the murders, Dae Doo and Ho-woon boarded a train headed to Seoul, where they had planned to rob a house filled with cash. When they reached it, however, the pair parted ways, and Dae Doo resumed killing by himself. On September 7, Dae Doo entered a home in Seoul's Jungnang district, killing the 60-year-old man who lived there. On September 25, he traveled to the remote countryside near Pyeongtaek, breaking inside the house where an elderly woman and her 3 grandchildren were living. Kim is said to have attacked the woman and 2 of the male children, 5 and 7, respectively with a meat cleaver, smashing it into their faces so hard that the faces were mutilated beyond recognition and the cleaver's handle eventually breaking. He then dragged the 11-year-old granddaughter outside the house and attempted to rape her, but after failing to do so, he tied up her face with a furoshiki to a nearby tree, where the child suffocated to death. On September 27, he attacked another family in Gori, killing a young couple and their 3-year-old child, as well as wounding 2 others. 3 days later, he broke into a home in Gunpo, raping and killing the mother before beating her 3-month-old baby to death. The following month, on October 2, Dae Doo attacked a young couple in Suwon, killing them both. The following day, he attempted to kill a caddy at a golf course in Suwon, but the victim survived the assault. Following this failed attempt, Dae Doo fled back to Seoul, where he attempted to enlist another ex-con he had met in the Dobong district as his accomplice. The young man instead stole his belongings and tried to run away, but Dae Doo caught up with him and killed him, stealing his jeans. It was at this time that Kim's spree came to an end. After murdering the former inmate, Kim took the blood-stained pants and rode the subway to Cheongranji Station, where he handed them off to a dry cleaners in the area. He had told the owner that he had fought with a friend and the blood was merely from a nosebleed, but the owner suspected more and reported Kim to the police, who then promptly arrested him. 2 days after his arrest, Dae Doo was ordered to go on site inspections to showcase how exactly he had committed the murders. It has been rumored that he acted arrogantly during the procedures, chewing gum and laughing loudly, but this has not been verified with certainty. At the investigations, it was noted that he often targeted isolated, impoverished homes from which little money was stolen, which appeared to be deliberate, as the police focused on robberies committed against the middle and upper classes more frequently. In total, his total loot stolen from the crime scenes amounted to 26,801. Before he was executed in December 1976, he is said to have repented for his sins. "I am regretful of my sins. I hope society changes to embrace ex-convicts." In the end, Kim was found guilty of all of the murders and received the death penalty, which was promptly carried out in December of 1976. He is the only killer in Korea to have received the death penalty and actually be executed, and is ranked the third most prolific killer in Korea.